Kanye West. Oh, that's new. Look, oh my God, this guy. Kanye West Instagram and Twitter accounts locked over anti-Semitic posts. Uh-oh. The rapper also drawn heavy criticism for donating a White Lives Matter t-shirt during Paris Fashion Week. Kanye West have shown Twitter locked his account Sunday. Oh, that's today. After removing one of West's tweets saying he was going to DEFCON 3 on the Jews because it violated this. Yeah, I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. You guys have told with me and try to blackball anyone whoever oppose your agenda. Oh my God. Instagram as well. Oh my God. Kanye West doesn't want a way back. A way back to where? Okay, listen. Those are a lot of subjects at the same time. And I understand everybody wants to have an opinion about Kanye and his antics. I want to go some levels up. Do you love Kanye only when he says the things that you want to hear? Do you want him to wear the stuff that you want because your excuse is always the same? Yeah, but you have a big platform. You have to use it for what I want. Well, that's my platform. And now we show you. No, it's not. Because we can turn your account off and prevent you from talking. Because we don't believe in free speech anymore. Same thing for Andrew Tate. Most people who hate him don't know his content. They've seen, you take a 1 hour video, you take 15 minutes where he says something that is exactly what, and boom, there you go. I asked my wife, hey, do you know Andrew Tate? She was like, oh, I hate him. I was like, you hate him? You know him? You've seen, no. Don't tell me you watch this guy, huh? I was like, oh, he's a misjudge. I was like, wow, okay. Listen, she has no clue who he is. But because now everything is organized where when people don't like somebody, everybody go. And the Kanye problem is that he's somebody that people worship. People worship him to a point where everything he says, listen, he's been doing crazy stuff for decades. Beyonce told Jay-Z years and years and years ago, she was like, these people, I don't want them around us. I don't want my kids to grow with his kids. Because what I want to build, I want us, the Carters, to be the next Obamas. And we cannot do that with this guy. Soon as he came on stage and did the thing with Taylor Swift, she was like, this guy is uncontrollable. I don't want. And for a lot of people, the Kanye problem is that not only he generates a lot of money for these brands, but at the same time, he's worshipped by his followers. And they buy everything. Release new shoes. Hordes of kids with money go and they buy shoes for 200, 300, 400, 100,000. They don't care. Because they see him and his brand as, they see Balenciaga and whatever. And they see his music as prophetic. So it's I love when I stop talking, the music stops. My conversation here is, do you see how America is criticizing Russia for the fact that people cannot state their opinion and they will go to jail? Or they criticize China, saying that, oh, you know, in China, you have this social system and people have points, and after a certain number of points, if you lose points because you cross at the red light, you did something bad, whatever, you cannot even take the subway to go to work, and you might even not be able to leave your house because everything has to be connected to your WeChat and etc., etc. Well, Andrew Tate has been banned from Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, but also from PayPal. And I think they also froze some of his bank accounts. So wait a minute. You telling me that when you don't like what I say, freedom of speech don't matter anymore? And that you're going to cut my PayPal too? What does PayPal have to do with my opinions? Since when do you care about the opinion of money? So you here telling us that you want to remove us the possibility to use paper to pay for stuff. You want everything to go digital, so we all have digital accounts, but you can close them? Now, we're going to have a conversation about the fact that if you want everything to be digital, we have to make sure that the governments cannot control our means. All these have to go back to the people, not somebody. Listen, who in YouTube decides that we're going to ban your account? How many people in Israel are doing same tweets that Kanye did, but against Palestinians or other people? Do they get their accounts blocked as well? I don't know. I'm asking. And who decides? Sometimes I'm here. Listen, I've said a lot of, let's listen. Let's check. Let's go to YouTube Studio and let's check if, with all the magic words that I said, let's check if this video is still monetized. Boom. Limited. You know why it's limited? Because I said a lot of magic words. You see? Limited. This video is running a limited or no ads due to the content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. So the only way I'm gonna make money from this video today is if you guys send super chats and stuff. Everything else, no, because they have in place algorithms that check for words. If you say words, certain words, they remove the money to create an incentive to not say some stuff or to not touch some subjects. And they started this with COVID. I keep saying all the magic words that the algorithms are like, oh, COVID, check. Listen, I'm rich already. I don't care. But I'm just telling you how it is. The problem is this. who decides what is good, what is bad, are these my opinion and your opinion, or are these the good opinion and the bad opinion? Because the truth leaves alone here. But so we are arriving in this world where I'm sorry because I'm going in every direction at the same time, but I don't take notes. I just freestyling. When Kanye was bullying emotionally his wife, and he was doing things that if I did it to my wife, probably police would be knocking on my door. But because it's Kanye and it's the Kardashians, all the black people were like, yes, man, let's go. Ah, she's a witch. Ah, right? Now that he's saying stuff that you don't like, he's saying that the white life matters. Which again, for those who were not there 30 minutes ago, it's just a phrase. But like I said, people want to take control of words. Like BLM it means something now. It cannot just be words like, yeah, Asian lives matter too, and all life matters. And nah, you can't say this anymore because some people decide that this is offensive to them. And you can say, I don't see why it's offensive. And they will have 1,000 reasons for them, because in their culture, there's a war going on about everything. Gender, identity, race, it's like there. And they want to bring this to the whole world. And then, listen, you want to have your culture work, go at it. But why me on YouTube have to be demonetized, or Kanye West have to have his account suspended because he talks about a certain type of people? But everything he's been doing for the last 6 months, they didn't remove his account. When they put R. Kelly in jail for whatever they say he did, and he did, and all his problems with people, that's not the subject, but they put him in jail and they didn't wait or whatever. They were like, nah, he belongs in jail, he's dangerous. And everybody was like, don't listen to his music anymore, etc., etc. But then you have somebody who's emotionally bullying his wife, his ex-wife, telling stuff, insulting his family, talking about white people a certain way for a whole month, doing music videos that are a threat, where he's showing people being killed, etc., etc. And everybody's saying, no, it's art. And then the same people, now that he's saying white life matters, they all have their head exploding. They're like, oh no! I'm gonna give you my opinion about Kanye. Is it a genius at marketing, and he just knows how to surf on people's emotion? Or is he crazy and he has manic episodes and he's a prophet? Well, my opinion is everything is true. It's everything at the same time. He believes his own thing because he has been validated so much by all of you. So he believes all his thing. He believes that he can change his name when he wants. He believes that he's, and so are we going to, I mean, listen, we're free to speak in our house. We're free to speak wherever we want, right? We're free to express ourselves in the street. But everybody's on social media. So are the social platforms private entities? That's what I was saying about Trump, right? When they banned him from Twitter, I was like, well, it's their platform. They do what they want. But they want to present themselves like the place where we talk. They want to present themselves as the bastion of free speech. That's how they started. They started as, yeah, listen, the truth is not on TV. The truth is on YouTube. All your opinions. And now it's a private platform. Did Siri talk to me? Oh my God. So, once you become ubiquitous with places where people speak, and so it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be legislation that will decide that. Can you decide with no reason to just remove the place where people can talk to their audience, and that from what they make their money, just because you disagree with them? I believe that there's a term of service. All these platforms have terms of service, and on the terms of service, they say, here's what you can do, and here's what you cannot do. You put porn here, we remove your videos. You say this and that, we're gonna remove it. Now, they never said if whoever is today taking the decisions, maybe that person he has a certain sensibility, and you're gonna say something and they're just gonna go crazy and deplatform you just because everybody on Twitter, and it's not everybody, just because a bunch of people on Twitter are deciding something, then yeah, I'm deciding to remove you. That's when it becomes dangerous, because you elevated yourselves. Listen, I was there where Twitter was born. I was there when YouTube was born. I've been on those platforms from day one. So I've seen them evolve and become powerful. I remember when people start putting their tweets, their ads under their name on TV. I remember all these things. And I see how it became. When you get removed from all social media, I understand that some people feel depressed because all of a sudden they feel like they have nowhere to talk. Because look, the conversations we have today, all these conversations we've been having for the last 2 years on Club Shada, not only we can have them. Some of you are in Canada, some of you are in Congo, some of you are in Portugal. So you guys are everywhere. And the fact that I'm here gives me the possibility to have these conversations with people that are everywhere. So it gives me a certain freedom to be in my house and speak to the world. And all these videos, they stay here on my platform. When my channel got, you remember, like last year or last summer, no, it was not the summer, February, when my channel just disappeared. My channel got eliminated from YouTube, and it was apparently an algorithm mistake. I lost 5,000 videos. I lost 17 years of work, of videos, of comments, of memories, vlogs, family videos. Everything disappeared. And my Google account didn't exist. I could, like, and it was a mistake from the algorithms. I understand that. But still, it got super scary because all of a sudden I was like, oh, I lost everything. And a lot of my vlogs, I have the files. A lot of my club shadows, as I'm talking to you, it's being recorded in the drives and everything goes in the backup. But you really feel at that moment that you are removed from the possibility to talk to the world. Like, yeah, I can continue talking to my wife, to my brother, my sister, the people I have their numbers, but can I talk to Urban Sweet Spot? Don't have the number. I don't have, you see what I mean? This is here that we meet and that we exchange information. Imagine if you had a YouTube channel that you worked for all these years and they remove it for an opinion. Now, careful. Some opinions are against the law. So the law can come and say, hey, you said that, you have to pay a fine. That's different. But a platform starting to tell people, hey, yeah, we don't like the things you said. Oh, you're Andrew Tate. You were you were misogyne. Boom. Removed from everything. No PayPal. This looks like the China that you guys are criticizing. And listen, my argument when they removed Trump page was my argument when they removed Trump's account back in January, a year or 2 years ago, I don't remember when it was, hey, it's a private platform. They do what they want. But more and more, I'm feeling that we will see in the future that it was a mistake that they did, because they are presenting themselves as the place where freedom of speaking exists, where people can speak in all languages, when you can find people that look like you and you can talk to them. Where, listen, I grew up watching TV with white people in France, movies with white people. Every ad, it was white people. The magazine, it was white girls, skinny, look nothing like my sisters, look nothing like my mom. Me and my sisters, we have beautiful chocolate skin. My mom is light skin chocolate. My dad is like us. And a lot of my cousins are half Portuguese, so they half Portuguese, half Belgium. We all have mixed blood and stuff, or we also have a bunch of Congolese, Bandaka, Bantu royalties, etc. But when I arrived in France at 7, there was white people everywhere, and TV, there was nobody looking at me. Oh, listen, I was a fan of Take me up there on me. Yeah, because that was what was on TV. The only black people was Imagination, La Compagnie Creole, Kassav, Michael Jackson. Everybody else, Pet Shop Boys, Bronski Beat. Grew up listening to that. And to me, yeah, I was too young to think about it. Then I started growing up and I was like, I'm not represented on the TV in my country. It's my country, right? Let me look at my documents. What do my documents say? Oh yeah, Edouard Mokolo, French. Yeah, République Française, that's me. All right, so that's my country up. Well, interesting, I'm not here. So then they start sprinkling a little bit of black people on TV. And I was like, hey, we here. See what I mean? And you get to that point where it's rap music that make me start, and then learning about Congolese music as well, and then Zouk, Kizomba, that put me in connection with the people that look like me. So I always had that multiculture. But YouTube and Instagram made it so that people that look like us can follow people that look like us. An algorithm can say, oh, you like people like, okay, I'm going to show you more. And a lot of people started accepting themselves more, because when they went on Instagram, they would see beautiful people looking like them. A lot of people who felt abandoned because they were, obese. They start going on TikTok, Instagram. They saw a lot of obese people who felt good about themselves. And they were like, yeah, listen, yeah, let's take care of our health and etc. But I'm beautiful. I love myself. I'm in bikini, etc., etc. And they were like, it gave them the courage to also go on bikini. Because when they would watch TV, they would watch a fashion show, they would not see a single person looking like them, just like me growing up. But on Instagram, on YouTube, on these places, we could see ourselves. And we can see ourselves. We can see, we can follow people like DJ Academics, the Joe Buttons, Kaysha, whoever. And you can be there and have conversations with people you disagree with or agree with, that look like you or don't. But at least you can feel that you can do it. Like the fact that I'm in my house and I just started this show with an iPhone on this tripod at that time. It was the phone on this, and that's it. That was the whole show, live on YouTube. Well, anybody here that's watching can do the same thing. And the promise of the platforms was that leave your vlogs, leave your blogs, your websites. Forget all these places. Come to MySpace, come to i5, come to Facebook, come to Instagram, come to YouTube, and express yourself. Express all your opinions, as long as, of course, it's inside of the premise of the law. And now it's becoming, well, we don't like what you say, so removed. And if you're a celebrity, we're gonna find a way. We're gonna wait till you say something so we can finally cut you off. And I believe it's dangerous, because somebody being removed from the platforms, I believe if there's a jury and a judge that decides it, it works. If it's the platform itself, I don't know who is deciding it. Are there 10 people deciding? Do they vote? Do they have people contradicting, etc.? Or it's just, because if it's that, well, listen, I'd rather go back to the days of Kaysha.com, where I would speak on my website. And yeah, it would cost me a ton of money to just be able to do a show like this. Or maybe I would find a way to use a white label streaming service where I can just talk, and then you guys can see it directly from my site. But a lot of people would not receive notification. So they made themselves be indispensable. Do we say in English indispensable? I mean, they make us not be able to do without them. And now they don't want to take the responsibility on them, so when there's a backlash, they just cut somebody and they forget how they presented those platforms to us. And listen, maybe some of you were not there. I was there. I remember what all of them were saying. All of these guys, libertarians, Shada, the creator of YouTube, Bees, creator of Twitter with Jack, all of these people. Yeah, this is a place where we can talk, freedom of speech, da 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 da. And then one day there was a Nazi came and said, ah, and it was like, block, removed it. What about freedom of speech? Well, and I understand it's not easy. I'm not saying it's an easy job to become the platform, but it comes with some responsibility that you have on the people who built the platform, us, and you guys watching. All they do is give us the pipes. And they might arrive to a point with these things that they are doing where they create competition for themselves. Sites that will say, no, here is freedom for real. Because out there, you have to be more on the left side to have the right to have free speech. I can see a little bit of change now on YouTube because there's a lot of people that are leaning more on the right that I see now. And all of them are not getting demonetized like at a point. They were all getting demonetized. Same thing for anybody who had anything to say about COVID. You would get demonetized or your video would be removed. But now that a lot of the things that people were saying, a lot of opinions from real doctors are being proven true, a lot of people can attack those platforms and say, hey, yeah, listen, you remove my right to speech on your platform. That I understand is private, but still, I didn't disrespect the terms of service, and you destroy my business with my clients because I was using your platform to speak to my X amount of followers. And Twitter had to pay him. Twitter had to pay that person. It was a doctor. He attacked them after that. And it was like, you look, these are the facts. And when I presented the facts, you guys said I was lying, etc., whatever, according to your opinions. And for this, I'm attacking you. And he won. So all these platforms, they realize that, oh yeah, you cannot be judge and jury. And also the tribunal and everything. And the roads and everything. No. Please just be the pipes and let justice do its work. If a judge tells you, hey, this channel has to be removed, it's different. You obey the law. So it's complicated because they continue to be private platforms. Or they decide to leave, or the states decide to have also their own public platforms, a public YouTube where everybody can come and talk. That's a possibility as well. But back to the prophets. We now have people that are using those platforms to talk to dozens and dozens and thousands of people. And some people hate that because they say, for Andrew Tate, for example, or for Kanye, they say that your influence on kids is dangerous. But listen, I mean, yeah, 80% of what's on YouTube is dangerous for kids. If you let them watch, listen, the internet in general, with the things you can find on Google, to me, is way more dangerous than somebody talking on YouTube. So the whole internet, just as parents, we realize that we cannot control everything. We can control until a certain point. We can have parental controls on the iPads, the phones, the thing, until they get like 15, 16, 17. But after that, all you have to do is hope that your education is going to work, because the world is out there. And I think personally, when it comes to Kanye, I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. I've got to check your comments as well. If you're still here, because sometimes you guys fall asleep, put some unicorns in the chat if you're still here. I believe that when it comes to Kanye, I'm going to tell you personally how I feel. And I think people should feel like me, but I know people are not, because people need their dopamine shot. I personally have told you before, I don't like, I mean, that dopamine thing that people perceive as, I don't know, something they need. I personally call it stress. When I get on a heated exchange on Twitter or something, I feel stressed, and I don't like that feeling that I feel. I don't feel like, and listen, I have enough arguments. I have enough, I know how to play semantics enough, and I know how to battle with words enough that it's hard for me to lose combats on Twitter. But I kind of don't like it. I kind of don't like that feeling of, it's not the feeling of being challenged. Some people don't have to agree with me. I don't talk so that people agree with me. I talk to give my opinion on my platform. And the people that are here either give me their opinions, add to my opinion, or they say I disagree. And it's all good. That's the point of a conversation. But I don't like that dopamine that much. And when it comes to Kanye, I checked out a long time ago. When he does a new album, I'm gonna check as an artist. I'm gonna check to see if there's songs I like, if and what he did, because he's part of pop culture. But I'm not gonna play the album, like, because I'm not a fanatic. And when it comes to all his antics, I checked out a long time ago. Every time I go see him, go one way and then come back there, and then go back there, and then come back there, and then those people hate him, and then there's those people, and then I look at this and I'm like, why do y'all care? He wore that t-shirt knowing exactly how would everybody's reaction be, because he just wants the publicity. And yeah, he had the publicity he want. The problem is, how come after 20 years of him doing it, you still fall in the trap? Personally, that's my question. Because if it was me, I would just be like, oh yeah, he wore that. Yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah, he's a provocateur. But you guys just go crazy. Oh no, you cannot say that. You cannot wear that. Yes, he can. No, this means that. No, it doesn't. It's just a phrase. No, it hurts me. No, it doesn't. You're hurting yourself by yourself because you need to be crazy about something today. Go eat an ice cream. Go have intercourse. Feels better. Nice orgasm. Feels much better than going on Twitter looking for this rage. It's like, and then because he's half troll, half genius, and half crazy, a third. Then he goes on defensive mode, yelling to everybody, insulting Puffy, insulting Boozy, doing death threats to people, threatening people, talking about his wife, talking about his mother-in-law, disrespecting everybody. And we clearly see that this guy has issues, clinical issues, psychological issues. It's been documented. It's not me giving it. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. So it's a mix of everything. And then once he has what he wants from his trolling, the reaction of everybody, then he goes on defensive mode because everybody wants to comment and everybody wants to know the opinion of everybody. And everybody's like, yeah, da, da, da. You should not say that. I don't agree with that t-shirt because, oh, I was trolled, etc. Listen, again, I'm not American. So yeah, I'm not, it doesn't touch me as much as somebody who's on the ground and somebody who has their ancestor and their past stripped away and etc. etc. I understand this is a whole different conversation. But again, at a point, you take control of how the words come to you at a point. Because there's a bunch of people who just decided that these words, that this here means something crazy, and that the one with W or the one with Pakistanis life matters, like somebody just invented that those words following each other are the end of the world. Yo, listen, take control of your life and your emotions. Everybody. Those are just words. It's just words on a t-shirt. And they don't change nothing. The fact that somebody wears them. Listen, yesterday I saw that. I was like, oh, this guy. The next day I woke up, nothing changed. My daughter is a little sick. She has the flu. And she's coughing. Yeah. She catch a little school virus. She's fine. She just has a sore throat. And that's what I was worried about all day. I don't care about Kanye wearing whatever he wears with his strange shoes with strass and leather pants and all these futuristic or crazy styles. Like, it's just fashion. It's just fashion. An artist expressing himself, saying stuff, being controversial, and whoever he talks last is the person who's right. And yeah, do Black Lives Matters? Yes. Do the rest of the lives matter? Yes. Do we have to do battle of semantics? No. Do I have to understand that? No, you understand the oppression of, I don't give a fuck, leave me alone. Those are words. We all agree on the things that has to change, but you cannot just everybody always be there against that one guy. And once you understand that everybody is against, he just released an album and all you guys are now worshiping him again. I cannot respect you guys because of that. Because it's not the first time he does it. Like we say in Africa, there's a philosopher that says that. On dit premier gaou n'est pas gaou, c'est deuxième gaou qui est nyata. Don't ask me what it means. Those who understand. It's, listen, after 20 times of this whole man, listen, in 6 months, he's going to be like in Chicago saying, I'm coming back to Chicago. I want to say sorry to all the black people about my comments. And everybody will say, we love you, Kanye. And I'm going to be like, look at all these idiots. Look at all these people doing the dance. All these fake outrage and... I mean, ain't you tired? Or you all still need your dopamine shots? Like, ain't you tired of all these false prophets? To me, Kanye is like a Congolese pastor It's the same thing. Just more money.